Hi, this is Carl with Vision Realty Centers. We're here to talk about Realcomp's new online system, RCO3, and how we can use it to find properties for your clients. Now let's start with the home screen. We have all sorts of little helpful boxes you can move around. You can have your save searches, your carts, which you can move listings into a cart for your specific client, and we'll go over that in a future video. You can also just X out of this to get rid of these boxes. It's a good way to set up your home screen so you have all the relevant information on one screen as soon as you log in. Now, you got this search box in the middle. It's on every screen in RCO3. You can type in an MLS number and hit enter, and the listing will pop right up, but you can also do it with addresses. The help screen is actually really helpful. It's got pretty good little articles, concise, to the point, simply worded, on how to do almost anything. So this could help you out if you run into any trouble. Go back to the home screen. We don't have to. We can go to anything from here. Now, My RCO3 is another menu you'll be using often, where you can manage your auto emails. You can show what emails that you have sent. You can look at your saved searches and your listings. But today we're just going to look at searches. So go to the search box and hit quick search, the most common search probably used here. Now this can be a little intimidating, but don't worry, it's pretty easy to use. And if you have any questions about, well, what do I put in this box? Well, you can just put your cursor over that field and boom, up pops a little help screen, a little indicator about what can and cannot go into that box. So let's start by selecting a map area. Let's just pick 1 mile of Livonia, and you have to put in Michigan for that as well. You can also put in an MLS number or an address, as it says right there in the help box. Now let's work with the map. So go up into the upper right corner and click the map tab. Now that's a lot of listings. So let's go back to criteria and let's work that out. We just want active listings. So go back to the map and it shows all our active listings here. It's 18 of 18. But you're thinking, oh, this doesn't get the right subdivision, so let's change this up. So hit this little clear box right here, the little broom, and then you can select 3 different options. You can do the circle like we just had. You can do a square and move it around, and you can change the borders by grabbing the edge or grabbing the corner. Or you can grab an odd-shaped tool, so you can draw a map around pretty much anything, and you just come to a corner, you click once, and that sets a point. You click again, and then you move back to the red dot, and that closes up the shape for you. Now there's some neat features in the maps called layers. It was working in the old Realcom system, so you might be familiar. Right now on boundaries, we have the parcel set up. That's why you have all these little lines in here. So let's find a listing here, and let's take a look at the neighbors. All right, bunch of small lots here. Let's go back up to here. Now we were on boundaries. We gotta go just below that to parcel characteristics and select click to identify. And you say click any parcel for parcel details. Well, what's the neighbor got here? Neighbor, it shows a 0 price, which was a quick claim deed. That's why that QCD is there, quit claim deed. It was built in 1963 and has 1,986 square feet. The house behind it, let's check that out, 1,900 square feet, 1952. So you can look at the basic information of all the homes surrounding a listing that your client might like. Let's check out a couple of the other layers that we can work with here. Now let's go back to boundaries. You want to do zip codes? It shows a map of all the zip codes. You want to show the school districts? There you go, all your school districts right there. Flood zones, you have to zoom in a little bit. Let's zoom in over a river here so we can see it. And we have flood zones. And it's helpful information, but they'll still need to get flood insurance or an inspection to ensure if they need flood insurance. But this is helpful guide here. So let's just turn that off. You can play around with that at your will. But let's go back. Well, let's just go to criteria because we have our map selected. 12 matches. Now let's narrow that down even further. Let's start with price. So we can work with a range, but let's start with 100,000. Now, because this box right here is checked with 3 zeros on it, it's going to add 3 zeros to whatever price you have on there. Now you can uncheck that box and just put in the full price if you want, but this saves a little bit of time. If you want to do homes over 100,000, you just do 100 plus. And that leaves 10 matches down here. If you want to do homes under 100, you do minus, so you have 2 matches. If you want to do a range, do 100 minus or dash, and let's do 1,000, which is actually 1 million. So let's go back here. We want only sales. We don't need leases or exchanges. We need at least, let's say, 2 to 4 bedrooms. Now this is the old bath lav system. If you wanted to do 2 full baths and 1 half bath, you would do 2.1. But they changed it so it's less confusing, so you just put them in here. So let's say we want 2 full baths and we want 1 half bath. Now if you want, you generally want to put a plus sign after this, so it's at least 1 half bath and at least 2 full baths, but they can have more if they want. Now you can also have acreage down here, year built, year remodeled. You can search by square footage. And down here, if you don't want to search by a map, you can search by county, MLS area, school district. You can also change ownership. So if you want no short sales, hit no. But you only have 2 matches left, so that narrows it down quite a bit. Oh wait, well there's only 2 matches anyway. So we have 2 matches total with 2 bedrooms. You can also do sort by ownership, but if you don't see your criteria here, come down here to additional fields, click add remove, and you have a big old list here. If you want a shortcut, you just hit W for water, you get S for seller, concessions, or sewer, or short sale, and you can add or remove criteria as you wish. But, we're only working with 2 results here, so I think we have it narrowed down quite enough. Let's go to the results by hitting the top right corner under results. Now we have our single line display here. I like the summary view myself. Gives you a lot of information, including the agent remarks. So if you wanted to set a showing, usually you'll have the information right here. So set showing, in the remarks it has the number. Or you could just call the office number, but it also has the agent's number here as well. Now, let's get into a little bit more detail. You click on the MLS number. Now, up here at the top, you have all the really important information. You got your days on market, you got your active or pending, what its status is it a short sale? No. What's the list price? And what was the original list price? How many price drops have they had, or rather how far have they come down from their original price? Then you got a lot more detail under here. At the bottom we have our agent only remarks, then our public remarks, agent and office information. We have the financial information, which is your taxes right here. Then you have what kind of terms they'll accept, cash, conventional, FHA, association fees. You have your room dimensions just above that. You have your property features right above that, which shows you if it has what kind of exterior it is, if it has gas heating, or if it's an electric furnace. Just little details like that. Then you have listing information, when it was listed, who has possession, if it's in immediate possession on sale, and all that information. So that's the gist of running searches in the new RCO3 system. Again, if there's any questions, you can check out the help section, or call up the front desk, or call up RealComp's help hotline, and they'd be happy to help you. There's also more training courses available for the new system through RealComp's home office. Have a great day.